Hey friends, I am so glad you are here today. Today we are going to be showing the living room reveal. This has been a long time coming. We built this house and we moved in March 2021 and it's been a long time. We have gone through different sets of furniture, multiple rugs, broken lamps, new console tables, fireplaces. The list goes on. I could not make up my mind on what I wanted to do in here. I knew the feeling I wanted to evoke, but I didn't know what is my style? Is it farmhouse, modern, boho? What is it? It isn't any of those things actually. So I've kind of been on this journey of figuring out what I want to do for my living room. I needed to have one space for me to have completed. So I decided to throw my energy into the living room because that is where we're at the most, besides the kitchen. You already know. So I'm excited. I'm just gonna go through what I did kind of step by step. And now listen, we are a very large family. I have got 6 kids, and then we have a bonus daughter-in-law. So we've got a lot of kids. They have a dog. Isabella and her have a dog. And then I've got my 2 dogs, and then Drew's got his little kitty. So it's a busy, busy family. So I'm just gonna forewarn you, we are very busy and we need a functional space. I try to keep it really beautiful, but it has to be functional or it'll drive me crazy because no one cares as much as I do. Let's just be honest. Nobody cares about all the books and the decorations and the pillows. Oh, the pillows. No one cares about that. Now Chris just goes along with it because he's a good sport, but you know what I mean. So I'm excited to do this video. Let's go ahead, get started. Okay, so when I started this living room, I'm going to insert some pictures right here. I was about to give birth. I was about 38 weeks pregnant, and actually at the end of January, we went in to Ashley Furniture and purchased a beautiful sectional, big. I was so happy with it. I was so excited. We were supposed to move in at the end of February. Unfortunately, I guess all the shortages, it kept getting delayed. So I went to Haverty's and I just bought this leather set on a whim. It was beautiful. I really did love it. But once we got it into the house, we realized it was way too formal and it was not comfortable. When she came down, I decided to go ahead and buy this really pretty sectional off of Facebook Marketplace. It was $500 and it just worked for the space and I love it. It's super cozy. It's so comfortable. You lay on it and it's wonderful. And honestly, $500, I was like, no big deal, because I would have spent $500 on new furniture for her anyway, for her new apartment. So it just made sense. I'm trying to bring in a little bit more organic and modern pieces. Next thing, we had the console table. I got it from Wayfair. I love it. It was beautiful, but as I started getting more and more sure of what I wanted to do in the living room, it really wasn't what I was going for. So let me just tell you, a side note, trying to furnish a house when you don't live in it is really, really hard. That's what I was doing. I was trying to buy all these pieces for a house I didn't even live in yet. It was tough. So once it came, it worked out for the space, but as I started getting more confident in what I wanted to do in the living room, I realized it wasn't gonna work for me. So that actually went into the entryway. Chris took it in there and we found this beautiful fireplace for $300 on Facebook Marketplace. You'll see I love Facebook Marketplace. And it was beautiful, it was great, but it wasn't the color I wanted. It was like a creamy color. So I ended up painting it white, a satin white. And then I painted the inside of it, I think it's iron ore, I think it is. I'll get the exact color here. I'll add it here, or I'll put it in the description box. But I got iron ore and I painted that myself. And I feel like that completely changed and transformed the fireplace from a traditional look to a very modern, clean, which is what I was going for. I have discovered that I love antiques. I love beautiful, real antiques. I also like some modern elements. I like clean lines. I like symmetrical pieces. I like bold, bright colors, well, not too bright, but I like some bold contrast. And so I'm just kind of discovering what I want. So with the fireplace, I feel like it really brought the whole area together. So I had a little sponsor with Haven Lee on my Instagram, and I already knew what I wanted, but they were like, hey, would you want to work together? We'll just have someone bring your idea together and make these mood boards. I'm like, Sure, why not? So I actually worked with someone on Havenly, and I would insert the pictures, and I told her what I wanted, I told her my favorite colors, and she made the most beautiful mood board, which was really great because I do have ADHD and my mind will go all over the place. To get me to focus on one room is really, really tough sometimes. So it was really nice to have her like zone me in, like bring me down to reality, like this is what we're going to work on. So she made some beautiful mood boards, and she also had the pieces that she put on the mood board, so if I wanted to purchase it, I could. I ended up purchasing the lamp and the ottoman from the mood board. The ottoman was really pretty, but it came with like this wooden handle or something on it because it does have like casters on the bottom of it. I did not like that, so you'll see I ended up putting some leather straps that I just took from an old belt, and I put those on there, and I feel like it made it look so pretty. Then the lamp was kind of smaller than I had wanted, but we were able to make it work. Initially, I also saw in the mood board she had the olive tree, which I've been looking for, and they can be so expensive. So I found one on Wayfair on sale, and I ended up picking it up. Now, as you'll see, I actually had it in the corner like the mood board shows, but you'll see it in another video. Isabella decided to take my desk that was in the hallway and bring it into my room, so I had a place to work. So I ended up putting our IKEA chair, another Facebook Marketplace find. I put the IKEA chair in the corner to make a cozy little nook, and then I put the lamp right behind it. The blanket I used right there is actually a Barefoot Dreams blanket I bought 2 years ago for $30, something like that. On sale, I bought 4 of them. I was so excited. They are the best blankets. So I've got that there, and then the little table I got on clearance for $30 at Home Goods. Everything that I decorate with, everything that I do has to be on sale or a really good price. I hate spending full price. I do not like to do it. So everything you'll see that comes together is definitely on sale. Then the next thing on I bought the 2 mirrors from Home Goods. Those were, I think, $40 each. And initially I wanted them black, but they were only gold, which was fine. So I bought some black rub and buff. Did not work. That was a disaster, but it did, after I took it all off, it did give it a very antique aged look, so it worked out fine. And then I got the gold lights above from Amazon. Now I'm thinking about rubbing those down with a little bit of like antique gold because it's really gold now, but I'm not too worried about it. You really can't tell right now, so that'll be like, if I have infinite free time, I'll do that. But I love them because they turn on and they have timers and you can do different looks with them, so I thought they were really, really cool. I will have everything in my description box so you can get the links for it if you want to. So, and I felt like with the 2 mirrors, the lights above, the way it frames the TV and the fireplace, it looks so beautiful. I really do like the olive tree next to it, but I also think it's cool to have an extra seating area and have a little cozy area right there. So I'm gonna leave it there, and I just moved the olive tree to the other wall with my 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I had to make sure I had to count, 6 black frames, and I got those from Crate & Barrel. I got those, I think, last year, and it took like 8 weeks to come in, but I love those. And then I just filled them with black and white prints. I use MPix. If you ever want to have your prints right to your house, MPix is the way to go. Behind the couch, I have been looking for a black console for so long, and I found one, the Studio McGee from Target. I was obsessed. I loved it so much. It was one of those things that like jumped out at me. I'm like, I have to have it. But it was sold out for so many months. But I kept putting a little button on them that says notify me when in stock, and it would. And I would rush over to the site and go get it, and then it would be gone. And then I would do it again. I mean, we went back and forth, and finally I did it, and it stuck. And I got the Studio McGee console, and I love it. The quality is top notch. It is beautiful. it is something that will last me a super long time. The drawers are not super deep, but that's perfect because I can just put like extra diapers and wipes in there. I've got our Bible in there and some playing cards. I've got like other little things in there. It works out just perfect. I also added 2 club chairs that swivel and rock because we obviously needed more places to sit with so many people in the house, and they're so comfortable. I don't know what took me so long to get those chairs. They are the best. I am still on the hunt for a good sectional on Facebook Marketplace. I've been looking every single day. I think we want to go with leather just because we have the dogs and I have allergies, and it's easy to wipe clean and the dogs never mess up the leather. So I'm looking for a really good quality leather sectional on Facebook Marketplace because, again, I will never spend full price again on couches or anything like that. But I haven't found one yet, so we're happy with what we've got, and we've got those 2 chairs that just add additional seating. Also, the chair in the corner is really good because, again, additional seating. So everything comes together and it feels really good. I did want to mention the rug. If you've been with me for a while, you know I started out with a Ruggable, then I went to Home Goods and got this beautiful rug that I love, but Hazel ruined it. And then I was like, okay, do I want another Ruggable? But honestly, they are a pain to roll back out. That's my personal opinion. I do love them. I love the style of them, and if I could get a thicker mat for it, I probably would get another one, but I cannot be spending no $700-800 on a rug. I just cannot do it. So I ended up buying this beautiful jute rug from Wayfair. Hazel ruined that one as well. So I gave that one to Isabella. I pulled the other one off the top because it was destroyed, and I got the Rug Collective. It was actually on like massive clearance. I know it's a 9 by 13 and it was $150. You can't beat that. I really like it so far. I will say I haven't washed it yet because I'm scared because it's so big. My friend Amy Fritz, you probably know her, told me that she had heard somewhere that it could mess up your washing machine, so I'm kind of scared. But the rug, I like it because it's got some contrast, but yet it's not too dark, it's not too bold. And then having that gray ottoman just makes everything pull together. I noticed we had a lot of cream going on in there, so having some contrast pieces, really, I feel like you've got to have it. So I like having that gray ottoman. I like having that iron ore, I think that's the color on the fireplace, and then having the pottery as well. That brings in some texture into the room. It makes it cozy, but it's not too like hard and cold, so I like that as well. Then we decided to use, I looked all over the place and I found just regular old black IKEA curtain rods. They were so affordable from IKEA, like I just said. But I got those and we put them on top, and then the ceiling is actually like 109 inches, 110 inches. So I found some curtains from Amazon, 108. It's definitely too long, so I did do like a sewing faux hemming thing on the bottom. I'm not in love with it yet, so I didn't show it, but I've got some work to do on there. But I did like hem it up, like faux hem it a little bit. So though that color is in birch, and I have those just kind of hanging out next to the windows. They're not functional. They are blackout and they would be functional, but I more so wanted it just to kind of anchor the window a bit and just kind of dress it up. I also did it in my dining room area, which I will show another time, but there's some work to do. But I wanted to get this video out because let me just be 100% transparent. I will clean my living room to film the video and then it's messy 3 minutes later. So then I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm like, this channel is here to just like show you the things that I'm doing, but not to like put so much pressure on me, because you know, we're here, we're imperfect, we're just doing the best we can do. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna get it out and you guys are gonna be okay, you're gonna understand, and you're gonna give me grace, and it's gonna be great. But the purpose of the video is to show you how you can, on an extreme budget, make your living room or your space something that you love. And I do love it. I love it so much. I ended up getting the Studio McGee from her new line that's recently out. I got that picture right next to the slider and it is so beautiful. I think I got it for $35 on sale. No kidding. And it's gorgeous. It just brings everything together. And then I realized that my style is a mix between transitional and organic modern. I like those organic pieces. I like rich wood and antiques, but I also like contrast. You know, we don't have to be defined by our style. We can like whatever we want. It's our home. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. If it makes you feel good and you feel at peace and tranquil and calm and all the good cozy feelings, then that's what you're gonna do. And I wanted to share this with you guys because you can find everything you want to do on a budget. And I wanted to kind of explain the process because it was like, I can just throw this video out, but let me tell you something. I have been like mulling over this for probably 6 months, and I'm not exaggerating. It's been a lot, but it finally came together, and I really do love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Now on my other channel, we are kind of on the road to minimalism. And so I kept that in mind when decorating. Like, I have my books that I put there. Those are books that I am actually going to read. And I've got the little, you know, the little art thingy on top, you know, a little accent piece, but it's not cluttered. And that's one thing on my channel that I will really hit home is cozy, not cluttered. Cozy, not cluttered. And that is what I was going for. I wanted something that was like finished, and it felt finished, but it felt good, and it made me feel like I wanted to be in there, but it didn't feel like all cluttered and just like, oh, stuff everywhere, because I can't personally handle that. So I'm just kind of giving you some tips on how you can make your space cozy, not cluttered. I really loved working with Havenly. Check out Pinterest. Listen, if you can go on Pinterest and get some inspiration, bravo. If you can go on Instagram and get some inspiration, bravo. But if you find yourself comparing what you have to what someone else has, then you need to get out there. Let's hone it back in. Let's hone it back in. Let's focus on our blessings, and let's make our space perfect for us. Not for Instagram, not for YouTube, not for Facebook, not for Pinterest, for us. Because we have to live in it. We have to love it. It doesn't matter the trends. It doesn't matter what's in today. If you love it and it makes you happy, then that is all that matters. So I'm just sharing with you what I love in my space and how I am decorating my house. For right now, it could change. You never know. But I wanted to get this video out because I just have been so excited to do this. I have more of these coming. This is kind of a new style for me to sit down and like talk to the camera. So give me grace as I get more and more comfortable. Usually I'm just zooming around cleaning a toilet, but it's new, and we're gonna do this. I'm excited. I'm excited to be doing something that brings me joy and it makes me feel passionate. So I am so glad y'all are here. I can hear my baby and they're crying. I'm gonna go sit in my cozy little chair, my little IKEA Facebook Marketplace chair, and just enjoy my baby. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be doing more like this. I've got Shop With Me actually already filmed that are gonna be going up as the season gets up and going. We got more and more videos coming, and I'll do my best to get on here every single week. I love y'all. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.